APC, Oshiomohle's political survivor and next action line. The recent trajectory of the governing APC from the middle of 2019 through to the second half of 2020 was somewhat tantamount in terms of leadership and even intra-party squabbles and bickering. These same issues were in part responsible for the ouster of the former national chairman Chief John Odige Oyegu at the end of his 4-year term. The end of the Oyegu tenure paved way for the emergence of Comrade Adams Oshiomohle and the beginning of reforms that will shake the APC to its foundations, polarize party faithful, and send them on conclusion path with its leadership, ultimately leading to the exit of the Adams Oshiomohle-led National Working Committee a little over 2 years after a grand enthronement of the Eagle Square in June of 2018. The mere mention of the name Comrade Adams Oshiomohle is somewhat synonymous with unionism, struggle, and in some cases outright fight. Of those who are familiar with the recent happenings in Nigeria's labor movement and political history of Nigeria, especially in and of Edo State, it would therefore be safe to say that he is not new to environment beclouded with contestations and struggle. Comrade Oshiomohle, some say, thrives in this kind of environment even as he talks his way through most of his contestation. Some pundits insist that this may have been his greatest undoing in the murky leadership waters of political party administration. However, from his time at the leadership level of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) to his systematic transformation into politics and becoming the Edo State governor, currently consolidating his political journey as the APC national chairman, Comrade Adams Oshiomohle has fought his way through several battles. The latest, however, did not only have an impact on the man, it shook its party to its very foundation, it threatening to overheat the political climate to an unprecedented degree, which also came at a cost. The party's only state in the South-South to the country was lost. Just as some were quick to point out that his coming as APC chairman has brought with it several electorate success, others were also quick to counter this position. They insisted that the myriad of challenges which hitherto plagued the party arising from various interest groups and factions were heightened with his coming. This is mainly due to the leadership style which has arguably threatened APC's delicate balance and tilted it to a boiling point. At another level, some school of thought argue that the crisis being experienced is largely inherited from Chief John Odige Oyegu-led National Working Committee of the party, and as such should not be attributed to him. One of the former chairman's sin was the introduction of the direct primary system. This was the beginning of many more internal wrangling that greatly polarized the party, even as pundits had wondered on the APC's ability to rise from the ashes of the crisis that beset it and galvanize all its formations and arsenals in time to prosecute future election. Arguments for and against this process has continued to range. In trying to make a case out of their decision, the party leadership argued that the introduction of the direct primaries was not only meant to deepen the internal democracy of the party or eliminate, if possible, the penchant for trading votes for money and the imposition of candidates on the party, but would bring an acceptable and to a large extent credible candidate for the party, even as it goes to the all-important 2019 general elections. The former chairman, while explaining the rationale behind the move, stressed that the National Working Committee decided in order to ensure popular participation and to deepen democracy in Osun State in line with the provisions of the APC Constitution, which allowed for either direct or indirect primary. They have resolved that the governorship election primary in Osun State will be conducted on that basis of direct primary. What that means is that every card-carrying member of our party will participate in the process of nominating the flag bearer of the party. This, for us, is the most democratic way to conduct elections and is in line with what our critical stakeholders from the part of the country want, and we are quite happy to oblige. The whole idea of that is that the more we allow our party members to participate in the process of nominating candidates would remove the issue of corruption or monetizing the process of nominating aging candidates, in addition to the fact that the party members will have a sense of ownership of the outcome of the exercise, assured the former Edo State governor. In layman terms, every registered member of the APC may not just be an observer, but a participant and delegate who will not just be involved in general elections, but also in primary elections to choose their prospective elective representative. From that point, the national chairman came under intense fire over his handling or otherwise of party issues, especially since the primaries that produce party flag bearers at different levels of government. Accusations and counter-accusations filled the media space over what did and did not transpire within the period, even as party faithful tried to make sense of the true situation of things. His deputy chairman north of the APC, Lawal Shaibu, threw the first stone by calling for the chairman's resignation. In a letter to the chairman dated May 27, 2019, the top official declared the chairman's leadership a failure. The former senator from Zamfara State, in a 5-year page later, insisted that the party chair was squarely responsible for the party's loss in his home state, among other alleged gross misconduct, even as alleged that Comrade Adams Oshiomohle caused the APC to lose seats. He also listed other dwindling fortunes of the party, which he said is on the path of extinction, to buttress his claim. He said that it is expected that for every decision credited to the party, it should be the result of a meeting where the resolutions are passed by the working committee. Again, as the political atmosphere in Edo State began heating up before the recently conducted governorship election, many political onlookers were interested as to how Comrade Oshiomohle handled what was a daily degenerating relationship with his one-time political associate and current governor of his home state. Expectations were that the current administration would be a family affair, as the first 4 political officers in executive arm were seen as Oshiomohle's political children. The governor was the chairman economic team of Oshiomohle's 8 years administration. The deputy governor, Comrade Philip Shaibu, rose to become the majority leader of the state House of Assembly before going to represent Esako Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, where he was called back to become the deputy governor. The secretary to the state government, SSG, Osaridion Ogie, first served as secretary Oshiomohle Campaign Organization and then chief of staff to Oshiomohle in his first term and commissioner for works in his second term. The chief of staff to Obaseki, Taiwo Akerele, came to the Oshiomohle government as senior special assistant attached to the economic team headed by Obaseki. The shocking reality was that since the rumor of the reef came into the discourse, the crisis defied solution as the party sharply divided into the supporters of the governor and those of the national chairman. Supporters of the governor accused Oshiomohle of playing a godfather role and wanting to control the governor. With the loss of Edo State and his ouster from the national chairmanship of the APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomohle can never run for governorship again, having exhausted the 2-term constitutionally permitted to hold the position. However, political analysts posted that he may yet be penciled down for a federal appointment by President Muhammadu Buhari in the event of a cabinet reshuffle. However, the likelihood of a ministerial appointment, according to other pundits, may not be as easy as postulated if Chief Oyegun's post-chairmanship status is anything to judge from. He, Oyegun, has not been considered for any appointment as touted in certain quarters when he completed his tenure. Again, another opinion for the former comrade and chairman, as he was fondly called during his tenure, is to recontest for the position of APC national chairman when the Mai Mala Bernie-led caretaker committee concludes its assignment, that is, if the reconciliation process does not warrant an extension. But again, the clog in the wheels is that even though he is qualified to contest, the forces and power play that saw him literally forced out of the office are still very much around and calling the shot at the highest level of party politics. As if that is not enough, the loss of Edo State and the roles played by senior party leaders arguably points to what some described as dwindling electoral of the former chairman. Even though he may have to wait till 2023, except if the senator representing his senatorial district miraculously drop out before the expiration of his term, Comrade Oshiomohle may be considering to join the Senate, largely people by the former governor's club. Without a doubt, the comrade politician is very popular and well received in his Edo North Senatorial District, judging from the governorship election result. The final option is that Comrade Adams Oshiomohle may decide to join the Elders Forum and retire, choosing to give advice and help the party in strategy while also being a voice and compass for the APC. This is, however, largely unlikely. Wow, guys, this is what the next line of action for Oshiomohle. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think down below in the comment section. Thank you once again. Please, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, do give us a thumbs up. Click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Till I come your way again. Bye for now, and God bless.